name's Lauren from NEMC, and today we're going to learn how to take care of your clarinet. Right here I've got our EasyRent Care Kit. It's got everything that you'll need to take care of your clarinet. The front card here, you'll notice, lists everything that's in this care kit. On the back of it, there's actually instructions on how to use everything, so I'd make sure you keep that in a safe spot so you can reference it later if you need it. But let's take a peek at what's in here. Alright, we've got the polishing cloth. This is a cotton cleaning swab, a reed guard, a mouthpiece cleaner, and a thumb rest. This is probably the most important part of your care kit. Especially if you're doing a lot of practicing, you'll notice that a lot of the clarinet weight rests on this thumb, and it can be a pain. So the thumb rest is here to help you. Basically, all you have to do is slide it on to your thumb rest, and it's just a little cushion for your thumb. It makes it really comfortable to hold your clarinet. I use this very thumb rest on my clarinet. It makes a big difference. So that's the thumb rest. You can actually leave your thumb rest on there all the time so you don't lose it. It goes right back into the case, no problem. And that's it. Next thing we're going to talk about is the cotton swab here. You're going to use this swab every time you clean your clarinet. There's a lot of condensation because you're blowing warm air through this tube here. So you want to make sure that you clean it out every time so that your pads don't get gross. The inside of the clarinet doesn't get gross. You'll notice that it's attached to a string here, and there's a weight on the end of the string. What you're going to do is, I like to just keep my clarinet together like this, and you stick the weight into the top of your clarinet, and then you get the string all the way through, and it comes out the bottom, and then you just pull it through. I like to do it a few times just so you can be sure that all of the condensation is out. Do it one more time here. You just pull it, and that's it. If it feels like it's getting stuck on something, don't force it through your instrument. You can just pull it back out the top. It might just be getting stuck on a key on the inside. So if you feel like you're pulling it from the bottom and it doesn't feel like it wants to come, don't keep pulling it, because then you'll have to go to the repair shop to get it taken out. Most cases have a little side spot here, so you can actually just roll the cleaning swab up and keep it in your case so it's right here for you to use after every playing session. Alright, the other thing that we're going to talk about now, or actually together, it's the mouthpiece cleaning brush and the reed guard. Mouthpieces can get really gross. You're putting it in your mouth and you're blowing air through an instrument, especially if you have your lesson or if you have band class right after lunch. You've got all that food in your mouth and then you're blowing it into the mouthpiece. They get really gross. I've seen some really gross mouthpieces. So every time you want to make sure that after you've swabbed out your clarinet and you've put it back into your case, you're going to take the mouthpiece, you're going to take the reed off the mouthpiece, and then you're going to slide it into this reed guard here. You're going to take the flat part of the reed, goes against the actual guard, and then you're going to slide it up into the case. You don't want to go all the way up because then you're going to break the tip of the reed. Just go up so that it's holding it into the case. And you'll notice that it's double-sided, so this way you can always have two reeds with you. Always good to have a backup reed. They break all the time. This also keeps your reed from warping, and it also keeps it from, getting gross. Their case is, who knows what happens in there. This can also go on the side part of your case. This way you've got a reed and a backup reed at all times. And then you also want to make sure that you brush out your mouthpiece on a regular basis. It doesn't need to be every time you play, but maybe once a week. You can take the brush and just go in and around. If you feel like it's extra gross this week, you can run some warm water through your mouthpiece. Don't use any soap, just the warm water. And you want to make sure that you keep the cork as dry as possible. Then you're going to brush around. If you got the cork kind of wet when you're getting the water through your mouthpiece, just make sure you dry it off a little bit before you put it back in the case. Maybe leave it out for the day on a towel or something in the kitchen, just to make sure that it's super dry when you put it back in the case. And then we're going to put the cap back on the mouthpiece and put it in your case. And that's the brush. You don't have to keep this in your case. You can keep it in a safe spot because you're not going to use it every day. And then we also have the cleaning cloth here. Again, you don't need to use this every time you play, but because your fingers can get kind of dirty and there's lots of acid in your sweat, and who knows what else is going on your fingers, you just want to wipe it down every once in a while. So you just want to wipe all the keys just to get all of the finger grime off. Doesn't need to be anything crazy, you're just doing a little wipe down. And then if you feel like you want to, you can do the rest of the body too. The body of your clarinet's not going to get that dirty. Really, the keys are what get dirty because your fingers are touching it all the time. And that's how you take care of your clarinet. You can get this kit at your local authorized EasyRent dealer or on NEMC.com. And good luck keeping your clarinet clean.